I love Feeding America. I've been involved with them for a while, and I learned so much in the learning of this speech. It was amazing. More than 44 million people in America, including 13 million children, experience food insecurity every day. And as the largest charity in the U.S., okay, Feeding America is the largest charity in the U.S. I am blown away by that, because if you've ever attended a Feeding America event or had an opportunity to volunteer with them, they feel grassroots, personal, tiny, and they serve every client with dignity. So to hear that they are also the largest charity in the US blew my mind. But they are leading the movement to end hunger by distributing 5.3 billion meals to our neighbors and children across this country alone. Feeding America is a nationwide network of 200 food banks and over 60,000 agencies serving every community in the United States, which helps explain why it does feel so grassroots and personal. Check out their food bank locator online, and you can find somewhere to volunteer no matter where you are, and I highly recommend it. I'm in love with volunteering. For me, giving back and supporting Feeding America and the local food banks and agencies where I volunteered has brought me incredible joy. I have gleaned oranges. That's a thing. You glean. You can do backyard gleanings. It's fantastic. I gleaned oranges in Santa Barbara. I've cooked and prepped food at community centers and shelters. And best of all, they gave me the opportunity to serve meals alongside my 3 boys many times and introduce them to the idea of volunteerism and show them how many people are just one meal away from hunger. Every time I volunteer, I leave feeling inspired by the smiles I see on the line and saddened that this is still an issue that needs our attention. Hunger is a complex problem that Feeding America is attacking from every angle. They're actively working to improve access to nutritious food and expanding economic security, advocating for policies that make it easier for people to get the food that they need. Feeding America works tirelessly every day to reduce the stigma people often feel when turning to the charitable food system. Once again, because it is not a giant factory, it is a network of small community outposts. That leads me to Claire Babineaux-Fontenot. That's right. Sounds like a song. She is an incredible human being and a leader who has been at the helm of Feeding America since 2018. Claire's dynamic leadership has propelled the organization forward, navigating the challenges of a global pandemic and significantly growing the strength of the network to better serve the communities and people facing hunger. She's also just a stone-cold fox. Under Claire's leadership, Feeding America has innovated and created long-term solutions to address the root causes of food insecurity. Her approach emphasizes collaboration with diverse stakeholders. That's a really fancy way of saying communities. She reaches out to communities. She knows that communities know their community the best. And what Feeding America does is connect these communities. And she does this because she's a true believer that together we can end hunger. As a member of Feeding America's Entertainment Council, you're welcome. It's my deep honor to present the Hollywood Reporter's Philanthropic Organization of the Year to Feeding America and Ms. Claire Babineaux-Fontenot. This is for you. That's for you. Would you like a podium?
Wow.
You can do whatever you'd like.
Well, I don't often get told I can do whatever I like. I'm going to have to milk this thing, I think, for a while. I'll put it down and maybe walk about just a little bit.
Go for it, Oprah.
But let me start by saying thank you to you, Julie. And you know, I've actually spent a good bit of time watching people receive awards, but mostly on TV from my living room. And I notice a bit of a pattern that a lot of the time when they do, at a moment like this, they start going through their pockets and they pull out a crumpled piece of paper with the list of all the people that they want to thank on it. I didn't come with paper. For that matter, I don't think I have pockets today. But I thought about that. I thought about how could I possibly, it would have to be a really, really, really big piece of paper. You see, for me to write down all the people who really earned this award, I would have to list the thousands of people who work in the hundreds of food banks all across the country, the hundreds of thousands of people who work at pantries and with meal programs. I'm curious, where would I fit in? Like all of the businesses, large, medium, and small, all of the individuals who provide food and funds and friendship. I just don't think it would all fit, especially when I got to people like you. Feeding America has, as a part of its network, over 1 million volunteers. People like Julie, woohoo! People like Julie, with whom I was just thinking, I saw a picture of us recently here at LA Regional Food Bank, and in the picture we're repacking potatoes, but I distinctly recall that we also did quite a bit of repacking of onions that day. Yes, we did. Too. Mm-hmm. We did. But people like you and people like all of you, the paper would have to be way too big for me to carry out on this stage. And then I think, boy, would it really take a lot of paper in order to put down the names of the people who really, above everybody else, should have their names spoken and heard and respected. Those people, 44 million human beings, 13 million of whom are children. Those are the people for whom I work in service. Those are the people for whom Feeding America as a network works in service. I wondered why I was so excited about the opportunity to be here, and I knew it was in part that I get another chance to be with Julie, that I get the opportunity to say thank you to all of you. But there were two other reasons that came to mind. The first one is that I knew I'd be inside of an audience that has so much power. You do. Power that if you doubled down on it and unleashed it, oh, the things you could do in changing some false narratives that exist about people experiencing hunger. You could help us to get rid of the myth that says that they're lazy, that they're apathetic, that they're really just looking for a handout. You could participate in communicating the truth of it, which is that they're hard-working, dedicated human beings, that they are we. And when you get down to it, if you're ever wondering what the face of hunger looks like in America, maybe, just maybe, you'll remember my face. I am a person who's lived with hunger. And I am a product of remarkable investment that led to me being right here, right now, getting this wonderful award. Beautiful things can happen when you decide to change the narrative, when you decide to be the truth of it, when we together celebrate people like the people that I partner with. There was a second hope, maybe prayer, that I had coming here. And it was that somehow a moment would come and that it wouldn't take too much longer when the richest country in the history of civilization would decide, because it's a choice, that it is unacceptable for 44 million human beings to not have the food that they need to thrive. So I thought about the little paper that people stuff in their pockets. I thought about how big the piece of paper would have to be for me to call each of them by name as they would deserve. And I also thought about the fact that I plan to leave here hopeful, because here you are doing what you do. You're a part of the change that's necessary. That maybe the next time I see you, the paper won't be so big that it wouldn't fit inside of this theater. And then maybe it'll be smaller than that. And then what if, before too long, it was smaller than that? And then what if, thank you so much.
Claire Babineaux-Fontenot is hanging out because we have a little something.
Before you go, just a few comments. The impact that you make every day by reaching millions of families is a testament to the leadership, the vision, and the dedication throughout your extensive network of food service organizations. Today, we want to congratulate Feeding America with this recognition, and on behalf of the board of the Social Impact Fund, we're thrilled and proud to present Feeding America with a grant of $25,000.
What? Oh my goodness! Wow!
And yours.
So this is a complete surprise. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. $25,000 provides times 10, 250,000 meals. 250,000 meals. Wow. Wow, wow. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mwah.
What a great thing, Emma. Thank you. It's amazing.
Thanks, Julie.
Awesome. Thank you.